Thank you guys for coming out for our November community coffee. What a great crowd, and thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. A lot going on in our community that I'll tell you about here in a minute. I want to thank Candace Allen and the Share Medical staff for hosting us this morning. I'll ask Candace to say a couple words about what's going on at Share Medical Center.
We appreciate you coming out. It's always nice to have people out. We've been working very hard here recently on the facility and policies and procedures and everything. We are awaiting a survey to hopefully switch over to critical access. Most rural hospitals in Oklahoma are critical access hospitals. It's a different funding method, and it would allow us increase reimbursement for our Medicare patients that we take care of. So all of the staff's been working really hard getting ready for that. Other than that, we have Dr. Benjamin Hicks is a new physician in our clinic down west. Dr. Lawrence and Dr. Hicks are in the physician's clinic on the west end. And so we've been getting him up running, and that's going well. The downtown clinic's been very busy. Gwen's been off. Gwen had a baby last month, so Brian's been very busy. This week we are also celebrating Nurse Practitioners Week, so we're always glad to do that and appreciate our nurse practitioners. So, but we appreciate you coming out, and thank you for being here, and turn it back over to you.
Thank you. As I said, there's a lot going on. I want to thank you all. We had a Christmas open house last weekend, November 12th, and from what I've heard from and being out and about, it was a pretty amazing day, and we thank you for shopping local for Christmas. And as we look into November, the 25th is Black Friday. Excuse me, the 24th is Black Friday. The 25th is Shop Small Saturday, so please spread the word. I know our retailers are gearing up for that day here in Alva. The 2nd of December, we have a lot going on. We have our Candy Cane Cash giveaway. If you've been around to the retailers, many of them have a box and tickets. So if you make a purchase in that store, you can get a ticket and enter to win. We're probably going to give away $2,000 in chamber bucks. And so those chamber bucks stay in our community for the holiday. And we're not just giving away one lump sum. We're going to be breaking that down. So we're spreading that throughout the community. And we announce at that giveaway what stores those tickets came from. And it's always exciting to see how many people and how many businesses have participated. As you guys know, this past summer we had the Homecoming or the Waving Wheat Trilogy movie being filmed, and we're going to premiere the movie that night. There's going to be that day, two different clips. One is for our children that participated. It's about a 4-minute clip that's been taken out of the movie in entirety so the children and their families can come see that. And then we'll have our Christmas parade. If you're interested, if your group or organization would like to be in the parade, we're going to have our Christmas parade, pictures with Santa, caroling, and cookies and cocoa, and we're going to have that in our new Pocket Park. So if you have not seen the new Pocket Park downtown with the new murals, that's where we're going to end our Christmas festivities, and we're going to light the downtown. Lance Harsman has been hard at work night and day putting up our Christmas lights, and so we're excited to finally see those in completion that day. The 7th and 8th, we'll host the Oklahoma Municipal League Leadership Class. 25 people from all over the state are in a leadership class through the Oklahoma Municipal League, and they'll be here to tour our community and to find out or to take classes in leadership. So we're excited that we won the bid for that again this year. The 15th will be our next community coffee at All Things Fabulous downtown. The 14th through the 16th, the Act One Theater is presenting Christmas Bells, an adult comedy, and the showtime is 7:30, so mark your calendars for that. Also on the 16th, we'll have the Alva Fire Department, Police Department, and the Chamber will do Breakfast with Santa. That will be in the Fire Department building from 8 to 9:30, so mark your calendars, Breakfast with Santa. Couple other events in January I want to tell everybody about. The Chamber, Oklahoma Small Business Development, and Northwest Technology is hosting a workshop on preparing for your year end. It'll be a $15 workshop. You can sign up through either the Chamber or the Technology Center, but it's preparing your paperwork for your year end. And we'll have more about that soon. And the 22nd is our chamber banquet, the Citizens of Distinction Chamber Banquet. So in the next couple weeks, you'll see in the paper an application. You'll enter all of your nominations for those Citizens of the Year awards. So please take time out and put that information in there and drop it off to the chamber. So at this time, we're going to have community announcements. And Mary,
Yes.
I'll let you start with some community announcements.
Yes, I was fortunate enough to have a food bank, and Luis Garcia has volunteered to come up and talk to us about it. He's the associate pastor at the Wesleyan Church here in Alva, but he also works at, well, he's managing now the food bank, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the food bank and what we can do as citizens to help make this food bank keep going here in Alva.
Wonderful. Yeah, so the food bank, many of you guys haven't heard. So I've heard a lot of people saying that we haven't heard of it. We've actually been open for 7 years now. And we started off at the church, and we connect with Regional Food Bank, and we give out food boxes to the families, and we order them pre-made from Regional Food Bank. But as we continue to grow, now we can actually buy them directly from Regional Food Bank, and we make our boxes ourselves, and we hand out to the families. In Oklahoma ourselves, we average about 200 households a month this year at our Regional Food Bank. Now, we only distribute to households. We don't distribute to individuals, but there are many adults in the family, there are many children, and when we look at our numbers, we are actually serving 738 adults and 377 kids just in this last year. There's a couple of ways to get involved in the food bank. There's 2 big food drives that we have. In the springtime, I'm not sure if you guys ever get that plastic bag in your mail. That's the postal food drive. And so in the springtime, we go around with the postal people, we get some volunteers to help out with that, and we help pick up those so the postal people don't have to pick up that food. But that's a lot that helps out with our numbers. And also, just the Boys and Girl Scouts. They just did a fundraising with that. And those really are very important, and we're so thankful that the community does help out with those because they help us go quite a bit. Just this last time, the Boys and Girl Scouts brought us 2,700 pounds. So that is going to go to feed a lot of families. Year to date, Walmart has donated 36,000 pounds of food. And so we're very thankful for that. We also get many donations from all throughout the community, through churches, through school, through the market. Sometimes in the market there'll be a bin out there asking for items to give. When you guys give to that, there's certain things that we're looking for each month. So this last month we're kind of asking for donations of like stovetop topping or pumpkin because we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Well, now Thanksgiving's over and we're going to head over to Christmas. So if you guys are interested in donating or actually helping out this month, we're going to ask you for paper products. And so if you want to get paper towels or toiletry or however, or like toilet paper, items like that, that kind of helps out, free up some money for people during this Christmas season. And then, and we're actually located, if you're not sure where we're located, we are located west of Walmart. There's that blonde brick building next to the hotel off of 281. Yeah, there's a house there. That's where we're located. And so if you ever drive by that and you see it, just say a little prayer for us there. And just keep praying that God will continue to bless that ministry, that we'll be able to be a blessing to this Alva. And we are so thankful for the community. We're so thankful that so many people are excited to help us with that. Also, another way is giving. Right now, there's this banquet program going on. And there's a lot going on with banquet. It helps a lot of people. And my understanding is every month, there's certain people it gives to certain ministries or certain areas. And we get October, November, December. So this month and next month, whenever you guys give to Banquet, we get a part of that. So if you give $50 to say, they match it and they make it 100. We only get 65% of that. But the other rest of it, they say down here, it goes to growth funds for future community projects and also for rainy day funds for local family crisis. So it's a really good project. It's really great to get involved with. So if you're thinking about donating some money, or if you have been donating money to the food bank, we appreciate it. Maybe think about going through here because that's a 15% increase right off the bat, which helps out quite a bit. And then the last thing, just want to say real quick, is volunteering. Another way if you want to get connected is volunteering. We're open every Thursday out of the month. And so we don't feed the 200 people out one day. We spread it out throughout the 4 weeks. My wife does quite a bit with the preparing and everything with that. She'll prepare the boxes Mondays and Tuesday mornings, and they get the dried box ready, and then they get the frozen box ready. And then on Thursdays is when we do all the distributing. And we'll have people, and we have like a little rotation going on where they check in, and then someone carries a cart out to their car, we pack it, and then we have people filling it up. So if you guys are ever interested in helping out, or even just want to come get to know more about it, we'll be glad to explain more about it in any different ways. But definitely, with the 2 areas where I want to bring out is this banquet product, or banquet, especially this month and next month. And then also, again, if you're interested in wanting to throw a little extra help out to the food bank, feel free to bring some donations, and like I said, maybe some paper product this month will help out.
Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us know. Mary brought up the need at our chamber board meeting, and we're glad that you could be here to explain. April Mills with Vantage Plain Plastics. We have a pretty exciting event coming up in the next year. Tell us a little about it.
We are really, really, really excited. We have got the National Air Women's Races coming to Alva. We will be the first stop. We've got 50 airplanes and 100 pilots that will be stopping here on a timed event. We're really stoked about it. They've done a real nice write-up with Alva. We're also going to go ahead and extend that out to 4 days, and we're going to have an air show. We've got, right now, we've got over 100 planes that are committed to coming in. We've got the 4T racer coming in, which is a massive plane with 70-foot wingspans that are going to do rides. We've got Young Eagles that'll come in so that the younger kids, I think it's 8 through 15, can apply and ride and get the love of aviation like the rest of us are. Plain Plastics and Kinsey's Industries will be celebrating 35 years with our first PMA in 2018. So that's why we're kicking it off. We appreciate everything everybody in the community does for us, and we don't want this just to be our thing. We want this to be the whole Alva thing. We've got Enid Airport that's in it with us. We've got Woodward. We've got some airports in Kansas, and it's more of a prairie thing. It's not just going to be just Alva. We've got almost 200 pilots in the surrounding area around here. It's a big aviation place. We've got massive companies coming in that we've met through the different air shows that we've gone to. We've got Rosen that does visors for all the planes. They also do them for all the big aircrafts. We've got Sims Paint that comes in that does marina paint. They do aviation paint. They do car paint. They're all coming in. We're going to have a big exhibit hall. We're really, really excited. Anybody that wants to be a part, we'd love to have you. Give us a call. Call Alex. We'll sure get you set up with whatever needs to be set up.
And the date?
The air race is the 19th of June. And then on the 20th and 21st, we're going to do some guest speakers, movies under the stars at Kinsey's hangar. And then on the 22nd and 23rd, we're going to kick it off. We're going to have stunt pilots here. We're going to have, I think Bob Baker's going to try to fly his jets. They're going to bring some other jets in. We're really, really excited. So like I said, if you guys want to be involved, have any questions, give me a call, give her a call. We'll sure get you taken care of.
Thank you. Cherokee Strip Museum, Festival of Trees.
No. We have taken November and December off on any activities. We've hit it hard this year. Our Talk of the Town was a big success, but it was a lot of work. So we still have some tour books. I got 2 of your wife's books. I should have brought them. So those will still be available. We need to make some more of them, actually.
Tell them what the tour the books are.
Okay, Talk of the Town. Last fall we did Tombstone Tours, where we took everybody the hayride through the cemetery one evening, and some of the residents came alive and told their story. In October this year we did Talk of the Town, where we had characters at the different businesses. We had about 10 different stops in Alva, including Bonnie and Clyde. They came the hayride through the downtown. You learned about the different businesses and what they had been, or that type of thing. We put together a book of these stories, of just those that we highlighted. Hopefully, maybe we'll do another tours. We can add more to and do another book. $10. It's a real cheap, great little booklet.
Of Alva.
And it's all Alva, yeah. And Bonnie and Clyde really were here. So that was a pretty cool connection to Alva.
Thank you. Kelly Parker.
I just want to invite everybody to the annual Christmas open house at the homestead. It'll be December 7th from 6 to 8. We always have a nice event, local entertainment, and good things to eat, and lots of socialization. So please feel free to come out if you're not busy on December 7th. I think it's an away game that night. So if you're all in town, come visit us from 6 to 8.
Travis Templin.
Yep. Thanks for having me. My name's Travis Templin. One of the 6 Republicans decided to run for state senate for the special election on December 12th. I was actually born in Sharon Medical Center in 1973. Graduated from Northwestern in 97. Graduated from high school in Boise City. My mom remarried. We moved to Boise City, and then I've moved back home to Sealing, where my family's from and my wife's family's from. I've been a teacher and a coach for 20 years. I've been all over the district. I've taught and coached in between Alva and Boise City, so I've pretty much been everywhere. I now help out with, I was a head coach for 15 years. When I came back to Sealing, I'm assistant. Some of you may know Gary Manuel. He was a starting fullback on the national championship team for Northwestern. That's where I met him. He's now our head football coach at Sealing. But anyway, I've taught government for 20 years, and I've paid attention to government, state politics, and everybody asked me why would you do it? I couldn't find anybody to talk me out of it, so I decided why not? I'll try it once. But and the special election, I think it would be easier to win a special election than it would a regular election. So basically, what I'm running, I'm just tired of seeing things done the way they've been done at the Capitol. This last year, we spent $30 million on. I don't know if you saw it on Channel 4. We spent $30 million on, and this is kind of what put me over the edge of running. We spent $30 million on T-shirts, ink pens, and stress balls to promote Oklahoma swag, what they call swag. And one of the legislators from Norman tried to get a bill passed to do away with it, and it got cut up so bad in committee that once it reached the floor, it wasn't even worth voting on, so they just let it die. And once I heard that, I started calling someone to find a campaign manager. I thought, I got to do this. I don't want to go 2 years down the road and say, I should have done it. So that's why, the health department suddenly $30 million vanished. And I'm too proud of an Oklahoman and too proud to be from Northwest Oklahoma to sit here and watch it continue. I mean, we pull from this agency to fill money for this agency, and it's not working. And it's caught up to us now. We're in a bind. So that's my big thing. And I want a teacher pay raise. I'm a teacher. I would love a pay raise. But it's not just about teacher pay raises. It's about the legislature acknowledging public school education. We hadn't had a pay raise in 19 years. That's part of it. But it's not just about education. I mean, I think DHS is down to the bare bones. Healthcare is down to everyone is. But I think we have I'm not convinced that we don't have a big spending problem. When you're spending $30 million on T-shirts, you can't convince me that there's problems in the Capitol. I have cards. You feel free to call me if you would like. I have a website. The website's on the cards. If you have any questions now, feel free, or if you have questions later, give me a call. But thanks for having me.
Thank you. Does anybody have any other announcements this morning? And again, thank you. Dasha.
Bankit wants to let everybody know that we're doing our next call to visions. At the end of this month is when they come due. I have flyers if anybody wants flyers, but to continue the program, we need good organizations that's going to step in and showcase Alva itself. So we're taking those applications. You can give them to Megan, you can give them to me, you can give them to Kelsey. We have an email address, we have a website, and we always do the food bank the last quarter. So we take 3 new organizations every year for our different visions.
Thank you for all you guys do with Bankit. Anybody else?
Don't forget tonight, 7:30, Go Bugs at Lindsay.
Thank you.
It's just 3.5 hours.
Short drive.
Thank you guys again for taking time out of your schedule and being here this morning. Thank you.